Hey, what's up everybody? Okay, we're here gonna show you guys how to balance this steel wheel. It's a 16-inch rim tire. We're gonna go ahead and balance it. I'm gonna show you guys how to use the clip-on weights, and then we're gonna balance another rim using the stick-on weights. Okay, we're using the Coates 1300 2D balancer. Had this for a while. It's been very reliable, and it's really simple to use. Really simple. Let me go over real quick a bit of the hardware we're using for these. For the steel rim, we're going to use these clip-on weights. This is the one for my passenger vehicles, and then this here is for the trucks. I got my stick-on weights in the box here. This is some of the cones we're going to be using. This is the biggest one I have here. This for your bigger trucks. And then we got these two cones that the machine came with. And I have this cone that's on there right now. Okay. Some of the other tools is just this wheel weight remover and then the hammer. I really like this tool here compared to this one. This one is just a lot easier to remove the weights and then to hammer them in. It's real simple. Makes the job a lot easier, a lot quicker. Got my coat around sticky weights. And then your rag to clean the rims. And I got some brake cleaner. And one of the last tools here, the rim width caliper. Yeah, it's double-sided. I don't really use it. I usually go based off of the markings here on the rim. It's just a lot quicker and it's accurate. So you got your 16-inch rim or whatever rim you're using. It's going to be the first number. By 6.5 is the width. And that's the number I always use. And I put on the balancer. I'll show you guys in a bit. This is instead of using the calipers. That's what I use. So to locate it on the steel rims, it's usually located there in the front. To locate it on all the other rims, it's usually located like somewhere over here in the back. You just gotta look for it. I'll show you guys another example of the other rim that we're gonna use. It's located on the inside. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on balancing. All right, so first things first, we need to find and see what cone fits here. Okay, so we got our 4 different size cones, and we'll do both methods, which is the back install, and then we'll do the front, and then you got that big cone over there. So I'm pretty sure it could be this one that's gonna fit. This one's too small. Goes right through. Let's try this one. And that fits pretty good. Check that out. That's where you want it to sit. Sometimes they'll sit a lot more deeper, and that's when you want to do a front install. But this is pretty solid here. And like I said, we'll do both right now. So you got your spring. Put your spring in first. Make sure it seats good. Put your cone. Lift up the tire and rim with your knee and just guide it in there. Try not to hit the threads because you want to take care of your balancer. And then what I like using here is this cone here. It has a rubber face so it doesn't mess up the rim. And then you're locking up. So just give it a couple twists. Keep going until it's tight, and then you're ready to start balancing. All right, balancer's on, and like I said, this machine's really easy to use. So you got where you want your clip-on weights. So we're gonna use this one here. on this location, on this end here of the rim, and then this one's for your outer part of the rim, the outer lip. All right, so we got that right now set how we want it. Next thing, we use this arm here, push it up against the lip until it beeps. Okay, it gives you your first number. Got it? Now we're looking for the width. Okay, when we saw earlier, it was 6.5. So that's what we're gonna input next. We're gonna put here 6.5, 6.5, and that's it. And then we're gonna put down the hood, and that's how much weight we need. Okay, so we got our 1 ounce on the inside and then 1 1/4 on the outside. We got our 1 ounce weight here. All right, we're gonna rotate the rim until this line starts blinking, and this one doesn't lock automatically, so I put my thigh on it, knee, whatever, put some pressure on it so it doesn't move. And then, okay, we got our 1 1/4 wheel weight. We're gonna rotate the wheel assembly, make sure it's blinking. Okay, kind of line it up with the spindle here. On this side we lined it up with the red line, but right here we go based off of, try to get it as lined up as possible with the center. Okay, hammer that in, drop the hood. There you go, zeroed out. So this wheel assembly is balanced. Okay, go ahead and remove it. Okay. Careful with the threads. Show you guys real quick how this works. So this catches on the inside of the clip. Okay, and bam, comes right out. Same thing over here, comes right out. Okay, so for if any reason let's say this is a different wheel setup and this didn't seat in all the way, or it just wouldn't mount properly on the balancing machine, then you could also try mounting it from this side. And let me show you guys how that works. So you take off the spring, take off the cone, the wheel, get your cone, the one that fits, put that up in there, and you would take out this here, remove that. If I were to thread this all the way in, this lock nut all the way in, it'll hit this part of the rim, so I have to add another cone. Thread it up there. Make sure everything's nice and tight. It's not wobbly. There's no wobble, and that's good. I've always mounted, when I can't mount the way the first option, I always mount it this way, and we get no customer comebacks, so get good balancing either way. But this is another option. So check it out for a better view on how to get your first measurement with this arm. This face here is gonna touch this lip of the rim. Okay, so extend it out, and that's where it would go, on there. And then you'll hear the beep. It'll record that reading, and then you'll move on to the next step, which is putting the width. You can also get your reading by putting it up against the lip and then just getting your first measurement here. So I'll show you guys how I input the width, where I get the number from. And like I said, you can get it from with the caliper. Let's see how much it gives us here. Come check. So more or less it's at 6.5. Okay. So that's where I get mine from. It saves time from getting the calipers and, you know, messing around with this. When I'm taking off the weights, I just go ahead and look and see the size, which is 16 by 6.5. There goes your width, the 6.5. So I like doing that a lot better. It's quicker for me, and it beats, you know, messing around with these things. So there's your other way. But if you want to use these things, this goes on the inside lip there. Come look on the bottom. And then on this other side, the same thing. Okay, there'll be times where you don't have a lip here to put. Let's say you're not gonna put clip-on weights here, but if there's no face and you have a hard time getting the measurement, you get the measurement by checking out the numbers on the rim. All right.